NFV is an absolute game changer for service providers. It promises the same powers of flexibility, scalability, high utilization, and ultimately cost savings that data center operators have benefited from ever since server virtualization went mainstream a decade ago. For network intelligence and policy enforcement, the powers of virtualization will be truly transformative, enabling a far better subscriber-aware service. Over time, NFV will revolutionize the whole concept of service enablement and policy enforcement. Procera is perfectly positioned to bring internet intelligence to the rapidly evolved, virtualized, and software-defined network. This transformation is underway now. First mover advantage will be a competitive weapon for network operators that capitalize on technology innovation.
So what is virtualization? Current networks are an eclectic mixture of custom and off-the-shelf hardware, multiple vendors, and more functions than you can count. British Telecom released a request for information years ago that identified over 30 separate functions that they believe could be combined into a collapsed system on a common hardware platform. Although there will always be a requirement for specialized hardware for certain types of deployments, there are a number of functions that are ripe for integration into a common footprint. This is the goal of network function virtualization: to create an environment that software functions can operate on a common set of hardware platforms. These functions can be given more memory or CPU as needed be to increase performance and scalability, leading to some significant benefits for operators. First, operators believe that NFV will help them contain the spiraling costs of their networks. Consumers continue to demand more bandwidth. They want it cheaper than they're paying for their existing network connections. To meet these demands, network operators must optimize their spending on network infrastructure, from hardware, spares, and even space and power, and NFV offers them an opportunity to reduce the amount they spend on hardware. Second, operators need to be able to deploy and grow their network far easier than they can in today's environment. Purchasing a solution from vendor A means that you must use their hardware, buy spares, and when you want to expand, buy more of that hardware. If they change suppliers or upgrade to a newer version of hardware, then are left with stranded hardware that may or may not be usable. They also cannot run another vendor's software on these hardware platforms, limiting their ability to quickly change if a vendor is no longer the state-of-the-art supplier. NFV enables them to use a common set of hardware across multiple vendors, and software can be reused and scaled up using the exact same hardware. Finally, operators need to be able to act more quickly to offer new services. Determining what services to offer, procuring the solution, and deploying the service can exceed the usual lifetime of some services and applications in the internet age, especially where the hype cycle of an application may fade after only a few months, far longer than it would take to monetize in today's network. NFV offers an opportunity to quickly deploy software functionality on hardware already installed in the network and launch trial or niche services in days or weeks rather than months. Carrier NFV is happening today. Leading network operators around the world are pushing their vendors for NFV solutions through the European Telecommunications Standards Institute's Network Function Virtualization Group. Carriers like British Telecom, Telecom Austria Group, Orange, Korea Telecom, NTT, and Verizon are all active members in the NFV community. And it's not just carriers that are participating. The world's leading hardware companies, HP, IBM, and Intel, are all designing solutions optimized to deliver NFV hardware to the network operators. Network operators of all types, mobile, fixed, cloud, or regional ISPs, all can benefit from virtualization. From the initial testing phase of a solution to trial deployments, initial applications and services, and bandwidth and geographic expansion, NFV offers significant opportunities for cost savings and service acceleration. Procera is a natural leader in the NFV space. First, our strategy for network operators is to offer intelligence everywhere, and NFV is a way to get intelligence technology deployed pervasively throughout the network at lower cost. Second, our solutions have always been software optimized, utilizing off-the-shelf hardware and yet still delivering higher performance and scalability than custom-built solutions. Finally, Procera has been driving the cost of intelligent policy enforcement technology down since the introduction of our PL10000 and PL8000 series products. We are always looking for ways to lower the cost of acquisition and deployment of our solutions, and NFV offers us a significant opportunity to deliver value to operators at a lower cost. Procera is also active in the standards groups defining virtualization, the European Telecommunications Standards Institute with the Network Functions Virtualization ISG, and the Open Network Foundation defining software-defined networking through the OpenFlow protocol, where we actually have a Procera member working to define the ONF architecture for SDN-controlled layer 4 through 7 services. So let's look at how Procera is virtualizing our solutions. Today, Procera has 3 solution families in our PacketLogic product line: the PacketLogic Subscriber Manager, the PacketLogic Intelligence Center, and the PacketLogic Real-Time Enforcement Solutions. These solutions run on specific hardware platforms, off-the-shelf hardware, but in very specific configurations. With the introduction of the virtual PacketLogic platforms, we have removed the hardware dependencies for the software and can now run on NFV-compliant hypervisor solutions, offering supreme flexibility to network operators that want to deploy PacketLogic solutions. The NFV versions of the PacketLogic solutions maintain all of the packet-based functionality of the standalone PacketLogic hardware. The virtual solutions leverage some of Procera's unique technology and high availability capabilities like FlowSync and QSync that were designed for distributed deployments and avoid complicated routing or load balancing solutions, transferring our performance and scalability advantages directly into NFV architectures. The performance and scalability of these individual products are programmable based on the available CPU and memory. Each module will have minimum requirements to function, but it will now be possible to essentially upgrade from a PacketLogic 7810 to an 8720 and even an 8920 without any hardware platform changes, simply by increasing the CPU power and memory available to the PacketLogic software. A collapsed solution is also possible that combines the PRE, the PIC, and PSM software running on a single hardware platform. For operators looking to start small and scale up as their deployment grows, this is an ideal solution to maximize the return of investment in Procera technology. Virtualization is a step on the path towards a network that leverages internet intelligence to deliver smarter, more flexible services. Consumers are changing the way that they use data services, both as individuals and as workers. Mobile data usage is exploding, with forecasts showing up to 30% of all data usage will be over mobile networks by 2015. More than 62% of enterprises allow BYOD today, creating security issues and fast-growing use of cloud services to synchronize data between multiple devices. These trends fundamentally change how network operators need to design and build their networks. No longer is it acceptable to simply keep adding bandwidth and hope for the best. Network operators have already started to deploy solutions that allow them to escape the cycle of buy more bandwidth. Operators today are deploying Internet Intelligence solutions as the first step in the process, and will soon begin to deploy NFV to gain cost, space, and power efficiency, and will follow this by deploying software-defined networks. Let's look at how this evolves the network over time. A service provider or enterprise network is composed of many different hardware solutions designed to deliver specific functions: access termination, routing, or many other services that may be deployed today. Adding Internet Intelligence is the first step in gaining the insights necessary to build the network of the future. Internet Intelligence allows an operator to glean granular analytics and visualization of what is happening on the network in real time and historically, from traffic volume to subscriber aware, device specific, content specific, and also application specific trends. It allows the operator to optimize their network usage with technologies like congestion management, carrier grade NAT, advanced traffic steering, and intelligent charging. Virtualizing the Internet Intelligence removes some cost from the deployment, but also enables a greater degree of freedom in when and where to deploy Internet Intelligence. Virtualized solutions can be deployed in near real time to perform forensics, offer new services, or simply expand the existing deployment. It's not just PacketLogic solutions that are virtualized. It can be any of the components, not only the management layer applications like a PCRF or an OCS, but also some of the standard hardware products that are being used today. The move to a software-defined network requires that even existing products add more intelligence to fit within the SDN architecture. Rather than simply continue to deploy a virtualized PacketLogic products, Procera also offers virtualized Internet Intelligence engines that can be embedded into existing products, whether they're virtualized or standalone. that enables them to more intelligently participate in a standard OpenFlow SDN deployment. With an Internet Intelligence Engine embedded, each product can more effectively identify what traffic may benefit from SDN treatment. The goal of an SDN is to separate the control plane from the data plane, and a huge component of that is to identify which flows, that is, which applications or content, can be optimized in the network to deliver better service to subscribers. The PacketLogic solutions offer this capability today, but SDNs offer an opportunity to spread the technology throughout the network in a standard way. This is the opportunity that Procera seized upon when we integrated the Network Application Visibility Library, NAVL, into our solutions. We want to become the engine for Internet intelligence, delivering consistent identification and analytics to networks everywhere. This architecture offers many opportunities for deployments and services that leverage NFV and SDN. Virtual probes to gain instant application and subscriber level visibility into mobile networks. Virtual application delivery controller deployments for carrier-grade NAT and advanced traffic steering. Cloud-based virtual CPE solutions that have Internet Intelligence and SDN capabilities. Policy enforcement and SLA measurements for cloud operators. Intelligence-enabled access devices that are SDN-enabled. SDN-controlled service chaining for value-added services. Policy and charging solutions integrated with SDNs, and centralized analytics that leverage a consistent Internet Intelligence Engine across the entire infrastructure.
Network operators have a unique opportunity to leverage Internet intelligence as they deploy NFV and SDNs to create the next generation of broadband networks. Without intelligence, the network won't be able to deliver on the promise of software-defined networks. Our vision is to provide a suite of network intelligence solutions that will be the foundation for the software-defined revolution.